Om Namaste. In this short video, I will take you through our key concepts of Hatha Yoga. So when we're talking about the physical practices itself, we have a couple of concepts that we follow for especially when we're looking into the Sanatan or the traditional practices of Hatha Yoga or the asana itself. So the first concept we follow is the Hatha concept, which also has it comes from the two roots, the two words ha and ta, the sun or the moon, the solar and the lunar. We also use the terms for that loma, viloma. So the loma and the viloma are the two opposite energies. Sort of think of them as the positive and the negative ions in our electricity or the magnetic force. And in a Hatha Yoga concept, this polarity, this harmony, this balance, or the perfect flow of the balance between the positive, negative, the sun, moon, ha, ta, surya, chandra, or the masculine, feminine, the positive ions and negative ions, represents the concept of health and well-being or wellness. So this concept of ha and ta, or the loma and viloma, is to give us the practices that we follow to balance or activate and empower or re-enhance this polarity. Swamiji, Dr. Gitananda Giri mentions that the polarity means life, and then the imbalanced polarity, what he used the word nara, is the health or the disease, the health problems or the disease. And then the depolarization means no life or the death. So this concept of Hatha, polarity, loma, viloma comes from the tantric or the Hatha Yoga traditions, and we follow the set of either the Hatha Yoga postures to work on the right, left, and then the upper and lower parts of our body, and to enhance these energies. And then gradually, when we talk about the transcendence, meditation, and samadhi, we want to reverse these energy flows. So the prana flows back into apana, or the loma flows into viloma, and viloma flows into apana, as the concept of Siva Sakti. And when these two energies find their union, we attain absolute peace or absolute harmony. The second concept we follow in Hatha Yoga is the Dvandva Samatva. So the concept of duality and oneness. I guess, the non-duality or advaitam concept is the highest concept in Vedantic, in Upanishadic practices, and also same into yoga. So the yoga begins with the concept of Purusa and Paramatman. In very beginning, we talking about let the self becomes one with its own self. So first we want to attain this highest potential of oneness or union with our own true self, our consciousness or Atman, and then gradually we transcend it to become one with the Iswara. So that highest union, the highest oneness or samadhi leads us into non-duality. So the duality, this dvandva again is based on the same like the polarization or the polarity, the two opposite energies, the symbol of life. And then the non-duality or advaitam is the concept of transcendence. So to enjoy health, well-being, and our full potential of our life, we want to empower this dualistic nature of our energies, or prana, apana, loma, viloma, surya, chandra, yin, yang, tai, chi, or the right, left, upper, lower. And then for moving upward into the higher healing practices, into the true transcendental practices, we move into the concept of non-duality or advaitam. So the Hatha Yoga actually follows the two concepts together. When you practicing, you're doing your postures, you're stretching, that really creates your awareness of the stretch. So that is the duality, when you can feel that there is a body, there is a mind, there is a breath, and there is awareness. And then you move into the deep yogic relaxation where it all becomes one. This sense of ease, sense of sthiram, sense of sukham, or sense of sat, chit, ananda. Our third concept in Hatha Yoga we follow is a spanda-nispanda. So the spanda-nispanda concept can be easily understood with the concept of homeostasis. So our body likes to be active. Similarly, also our mind and our brain, they like to be in action, and then they like to relax. Also, you can compare that or easily put that in perspective with our autonomic nervous system, the two parts, the sympathetic, which will be your spanda, your action, your stretch, your doing, and then the parasympathetic, which moves back into relaxation, into ease, into the balance. So Hatha Yoga actually have this amazing concept of spanda-nispanda, where you are doing, you are stretching, and then you moving out of the stretch into a deep relaxation, a deep sense of ease or comfort, where you can fully relax, where you can fully let go. So the concept of spanda-nispanda, doing and relaxing. In a traditional Hatha Yoga practices, or in ancient old times, they used to say that if you do your posture, your kriya, your Surya Namaskar for one, so let's say if you are doing a set of Surya Namaskars, 3 rounds, that takes you a good 3 minutes to follow the practice. At the end of practice, you relax or you meditate into nispanda, into savasana. That can be done in standing, sitting, or lying. You just remain into that relaxation pose, into savasana, for 3 times. So that will be 9 minutes. So you practice for a minute and then you rest or meditate for 3 minutes to get the full benefit, enhanced benefits of the practice. I guess for me, when I think of our modern life, as we all are so busy, and maybe when our mind is so active, we will find it a bit too much in beginning. So you can actually at least try to turn it around. So if you do the practice for 3 minutes, then rest for 1 minute. And I really like the way Amaji always used to talk in ashram during our 6-month sadhana, that you turn your practice, and during the practice your breathing might slightly speed up, your heart, your muscles, the warmth, the blood circulation, the sensations. At the end of that couple of minutes of practice, couple of rounds of practice is whatever you're doing, or you're holding a posture, you come out and rest into nispanda, rest into relaxation, as long as you're feeling those amazing relaxing sensations, the ease. And this is where the true therapeutic sense of yoga, the healing of Hatha Yoga, really begins, where you start to release any sort of old traumas, tension that is being held or trapped into your system. As you know, our modern therapy or modern treatments are curing the symptomatic sort of problems in a very localized area, while this sort of approach really helps to release even the deep-rooted memories of the problems, the health, or the illnesses, to self-empower. So this concept of spanda-nispanda is to self-empower our body, our mind, and our consciousness, and moving into that deep relaxation. Then we have the next concept, we have the adhi-vyadhi concept. So the adhi-vyadhi is the psycho-somatic. Now in Hatha, so if you following your practice with your right mindset, your right mental attitude, so the mindfulness, that consciousness you put into your practice before you even begin your Hatha Yoga, that will become your psycho-somatic. And then the other way around, we have the somato-psychic, where you have stretched your body, you have done your kriya, you have done your Surya Namaskar, and you come out of it to relax your mind. So you relax your mind to relax your body, or you relax your body to relax your mind. And this is amazing, when you look at the neuroscience of our exercise, neuroscience of our relaxation. So to do anything, your brain has to fire the messages. Say if I'm trying to do something with this hand, my brain is firing the messages for all the muscles, all the nerves, and the ligaments, the joints, to make that movement, even the cells to produce the energy for the muscles. And at the end, when you have done it, and when you stop, when you relax, then also the muscles, the energy, the ligaments, the cells from my hand, they start to fire back the messages, or the back to the brain, that how it is feeling. So this concept of adhi-vyadhi, psychosomatic, is actually using your mindful thoughts or the awareness, the intentions, to change your body, and then changing your body, relaxing or stretching to change your mind. So this is the amazing empowering of the psychosomatic. The next concept of Hatha Yoga that we follow in Hatha Yoga follows the concept of swasthya, the health and well-being. Here we really sort of structure the practices for different individuals, for each and everyone's needs, each and everyone's body, according to where they stand or where they are into their own practice. And here some of the practices you might use quite physical, quite active, or the dynamic movements to enhance the strength, the flexibility, endurance. Some of them are for like Surya Namaskars we have, for cardiovascular exercise, for some of them we have designed for our digestive or the core muscles. Other practices can be more subtle, more gentle, depending on the energy concepts and ideas. Further, in Hatha Yoga, we also follow the concept of panch koshas, or the five body, also the panch prana, and then the 7 chakras, and then the 3 nadis, which I will come back to each one of them as we go through the practices. Om Shanti Shanti Om.